Why not? Don't other people go to ask for contract? I'm asking you, all of you, don't other people go and ask for contract? You ask for contract. When the person that owns the oil asks for contract, you start talking rubbish. Unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable. Ndara. So Ajib can come from Italy. What's that? Total can come from France. Total. Oh, my uncle is working in an oil company, in Total Oil Company. Yes. So you don't want Mbaka to have his own. Oh dear. This your GF. Do not attack your own. Never again. Anybody who attacks his own is a fool. Only when that person have used his or her mouth to condemn himself. You must understand this very clearly, please. And not when that person is making a very valid point against Fulani Janjaweed. The time now is 12 minutes past 8 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra. We are live and we are direct. And even heaven itself is bearing us witness. The Zoological Republic. Shoot at sight, yet a Fulani cannot be shot at sight. I want to bring you another information, please, this evening. I'm basically trying to lecture. We are under siege. Thief leader cries out in Nasarawa. These were the same people that the Fulani people convinced during the war that Igbo man is their problem, Biafra is your problem, kill them, and they came down and joined in the slaughter. They are now begging Governor Sule for protection in Nasarawa State. These TV people in Nasarawa, TV nation is also in Nasarawa. I don't know why all of TV people cannot come together and form a nation. What is wrong with you people? Do you know a place called Liechtenstein? Liechtenstein, I think they have only about 150,000 people, but it is a nation. How many people are in Andorra? How many people are in Malta? How many people are even in Iceland? Our problem, our population is positive, is a good thing for us. In your rubbish. I went back to the scriptures and I told you something. Abraham and Lot are related by blood. Abraham said to Lot, your cattle is growing, my own cattle is growing, my sheep is growing, your sheep is growing, my goat is growing, yours is growing. I don't want one day for your sheep to bite my sheep or my goat to bite your own goat. Because of that, please, look at all this huge expanse of land. I've cut it into two. Take one and I'll take one. You know what Abraham said? So that there may be peace between us. This same story I've just told you is in the Quran. This story I've just told you is in the Bible. Every intellectual has access to Bible. Every sophisticated moron has access to Quran or Bible in the West. They cannot see it. They cannot even see the meaning being conveyed. Hey, this UG, black people, black. Hey, I'm going to church. I'm doing vigil. Read the Bible very well. Instead of us to fight and be quarreling every day, be on your own and I'll be on my own. Is that not what the Bible said? It's even in the Quran. Now, why are you forcing us to be together in one damnable zoological republic? Why, I ask you? Let us ask people from TV in your own country. You claim you're the president of TV Youth Organization in Nasarawa State. Barrister Barnabas Zayol has cried out over the incessant attacks on TV communities in Nasarawa State that has claimed the lives of people and injured many more, with over 50,000 displaced. Yet the army and police that should be protecting them in Nasarawa, they're in Izombe. Zoo. And you're telling me there is no conspiracy here between the Fulani Janjaweed cabal ruling all of you and their bandit friends?
and their bandit friends. Yes.
It's a plan, a very big plan. TV people are crying out in Nasarawa. TV communities in Nasarawa. Why can't you bring all the TV people and give them one state? Because for them to destroy you, they need to take away your identity. The white man taught them that. That's what the white man did. When the white man came, they named you Nigeria. That has no meaning. So as you're struggling and grappling with the meaning of your identity, it will take you about 60, 70 years. By the time you realize the mess you're in, you're already dead. And your children will quite simply inherit your stupidity and continue from where you left off. That's what's happening to us. Ask them this question. Instead of having TV people in Benue, TV in Plateau, TV in Nasarawa, why don't you create a state and say, this is TV nation? What is wrong with that? Yeah, they are black people. Black people, black people, black people. Anybody who believes in Nigeria is demented, mad beyond madness. And they all believed in one Nigeria. I'm sure this barrister, when he was wearing his horse wig cap, hey, they could you know, look at a lawyer in Nigeria, you want to vomit. Let me tell you where the Fulanis are wreaking havoc. Doshima, Ansa, Doka, Angwanyara, Ikiayo, Tagema, Setor, Chia, Umurai, Duga, Gindanrai, Ajikamaka, Ankoma, Gidanrai, Zayol, Doka Atipo, amongst others in the state. These are TV homes. Fulani are just simply slaughtering them. And you are busy discussing Mbaka went to Aso Rock for contract. And at this point, I will ask you very simply, who did this to you? This UG. Black people, who did this to you people? You abandoned what you should be discussing and talking about trivia, more or less. The cry is even coming as community leaders have also appealed for the deployment of security operatives to the troubled areas of Kiana and Doma LGAs, where over 50,000 farmers have been displaced by Fulani terrorists. They are begging for police to come. In Imo State, we did not beg them for police, but they came. They even added the army and the navy as well. But the communities that need it in the north, nobody is asking after them. And you're telling me that your average Nigerian is normal in the brain. Of course they're not. Of course they are not. Is it? There is many. There is many. Let me also give you news that is coming. I just want to dwell this evening on Fulani Janjaweedism and what they're doing to all of you. This news broke, I think it was 2 days ago. Ogoni women allege headsmen invasion and destruction of farmlands. Ogoni. If I send ESN now to Ogoni to go and start fighting to remove the Fulani terrorists, what I will hear from Daily Trust the next day is that Nnamdi Kanu wants to take over Ogoni land and their oil. But in that caption, they will not tell you that all the oil wells in Ogoni land is owned by the Sultan of Sokoto, is owned by the Emir of Gwandu. They won't tell you that. See how clever they are, Fulani Janjaweed. They are very good at diverting attention. They are masters at it. They first of all use their daily trusts to divert your attention, to lie, and all of you follow it. They'll now come and destroy you from the behind. That's what they do. Now, you know, my goodness me, Ogoni is in River State. Part and parcel of Iguacha. Let me read it for you so you understand. That the world may know what is happening in the damnable zoological republic. The same Ogoni people that said, oh, we are not Biafra, we don't want a part of Biafra, we are fighting our own struggle. So fighting your own struggle. You think you can do it alone? How far? Look back. Mossop. Not Masop, not not the hotel building criminal. Mossop. Formed before Massop. Have been in existence for years. Common to clean Ogoni land they have not achieved. All they managed to achieve is to line the pockets of those that claim they are representing them. That's what they have done. Ogoni land is under siege. Ogoni land is being controlled by the little demonic Hitler. These farmers are all women. This is according to Punch newspaper, who is in fact a zoo paper, because Punch wants Nigeria to continue so that a Yoruba man can go in, follow Omo so they can be enjoying. People have their sense. These farmers are all women. They said they have suffered huge losses due to the destruction of their farmlands, pointing out that they were unable to access their farms for fear of being attacked. In River State, but Wike have never sent the army to Ogoni to safeguard those women, but Wike sent army into Obibo to go and kill people. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Do you now understand what I'm saying? Wike cannot send the army to go into Ogoni to safeguard the farmlands for the women to farm, but Wike sent the army to Obibo to go and kill people. Is that normal? Do you see why I hate him and I despise him? Do you see why I wish I can get up tomorrow morning and hear that Wike is no more? Because the man is evil. The people you claim, I want to protect River State, I want to make sure they're not that rubbish. Now the women are being attacked. They are being attacked right now in Ogoni land. What are you doing about it? Absolutely nothing. But if it's IPOB now, you send army, you send helicopter, you send Air Force, they'll go to people to kill people. Tell me why such a person should be allowed to exist. Such blatant evil. Wike is behaving like a typical Fulani man. The only thing that he pays channels and he comes and he talks rubbish once in a while, that's all. Ogoni land, the women cannot farm. Wike, I have not heard that idiot say to the army, go to Ogoni land and drive away all those terrorists from there. Never. But you're going to synagogue in a house of prayer, which is against international law, to go and arrest people who are praying because you hate Judaism. Wike, with your little Hitler mustache, you go into a temple, into a synagogue of God, a house of God, to arrest people. For those of you who are historically blind, should I say, really, I wouldn't know, how can I put it? For those of you who are not gifted with intelligence, and for some people in DSS that were writing that I introduced an alien version of Judaism into Biafra or into Nigeria as a whole. I have news for you. The same place that Wike went to and arrested people who are praying is the same building that Jesus Christ prayed in when he was alive. Jesus never went to any church. Jesus went to a synagogue and a temple. For your information, the church came about only when Jesus Christ died. I hope you're following me. Wike, you went to a synagogue, a temple of God, to go and arrest people who are praying. But Fulani that are terrorizing and killing people in Ogoni land, you cannot send army and police to go and rescue our mothers in Ogoni land. That tells you all you need to know about the Zoological Republic. Now, listen very carefully to this, please. Some of the women, they have their names here. Mary Amaniko, a native of Luweku community in Yokana. Mercy Glory of Sogo community in Kana. And Yeye Nkani, a native of Eleme, all in Ogoni land. And for information, my aunt was married in Eleme. I have my cousins in Eleme. I used to go there on holidays. My people are there till tomorrow morning. My relatives are in Eleme, in Ogoni land, by blood. My aunt, Dapatu, for your information. They say, we want our Ogoni nation. Go now and try and see if you succeed. We need to rise up together
to confront a common enemy. After that, we all go back to our respective nations to control our lives and our resources. That is the very simple template for Biafra.
Biafra is not going to be a monolithic nation.
One nation standing, one idiot somewhere saying he's prime minister or president talking rubbish every day. No. We are going to be free. Once we capture Biafra and we are free, in that Biafra, every component ethnic nationality will be on their own. If they want to merge with other people, then there'll be a place beside. There'll be a referendum. Let's say in the new Biafra that Ibibio recognizes that there are more Igbo than anybody else and want to be part of an Igbo nation, they vote to be part of it. If Efik wants to join Ibibio to form a nation, they vote and they join. Biafra, our political blueprint, believe you me, the whole world will marvel. Mankind will marvel. They will say, we never thought that black people are capable of reasoning this way. I'm telling you the truth. I am telling you the truth. We are live and direct, and the whole world is listening to us, of course. We can go to Ogoniland and do that thing that you wanted to do. You cannot do it. Hard man. When it comes to Fulani, you're running away because the man wrestling you, the Sokoto state governor, you want to be vice president too. A wretched slave like you. Wike is a slave. Forget all that rubbish ranting he makes. He's a slave, complete slave to the Janjaweed. A slave he is. And he must be exposed. Women are dying and being raped in Ogoniland. Any day I send ESM there now, believe you me, in 48 hours, you will not hear about our mothers in Ogoni lamenting anymore. We will drive them away. But you will send army and police to go to people to go and kill, to go to synagogue to go and abduct people. Because you're doing the work of Hitler. That is what is happening in Ogoniland. They said they are Nigerians. And they brought Fulani Janjaweed to them. That's what is happening. Where is that cocaine snorting madman that thinks that of Hitler? Where are you? What are you doing about it? Nothing. As with every other Ifulefu, every other idiot, you people only derive strength when it comes to attacking your own people. To go and attack your enemies, you cannot do it. Fulani is in Ogoni land, stopping our mothers from farming, raping them, abducting them. You cannot do nothing. Any day, Ogoni elders ask me to move in. 48 hours, there will be no Fulani Janjaweed in Ogoni land. 48 hours, ESN will be 48 hours only. They'll be gone. They'll be gone. That's what I'm waiting for. We cannot go to Ogoniland until they invite us to come. I'm being honest with you. ESN is for the whole of Biafra land, yes, but there are some sensitive areas. They want to take us over. The same thing they did during the war. Fulani will go and arrange with Britain. They use Biafran flag. That's why I don't want anybody carrying Biafran flag in the open anymore. They will use Biafran flag. They will go and kill people. They say they're Biafran soldiers. They attack people in Calabar. They go to Oron. They attack people. They go to Ogoni. They kill people. They say it's Biafran soldiers that did it. Subterfuge. That was what they did during the war. So I don't want to go to Ogoni land. And tomorrow they say, Igbos have come again. They want to take over our land or other rubbish. No. You have to invite us to come. You know who to meet. We have Biafrans from Ogoni land. We have Biafrans who that profess and proclaim IPOB with their mouth. Go and meet them. Ask them to pass the information to the leadership that we should come to Ogoni land. 48 hours. Janjaweed will be gone from there. And then they know what? We've met them before. Do you see how cowardly these governors are? Even those that I felt had a bit of common sense, now they're denying. There was something that was making which of course is true, Uguanyi, when he implicated Buhari as part of the conspiracy. That's the mistake the governor made. The governor put a call across to Buhari when also it was Nimbo was under attack. Go and Google it, please. Go to Google and type in Nimbo massacre. It was a massacre by the Fulani.
When that attack was going on,
you know that journalists don't know how to ask questions. When the attack was going on, they told Ugwani and he started crying. He called Buhari, his mentor, to help him. Buhari didn't pick the call. He called 82 Division, nothing happened. So if Ugwani is saying he did not place any call to Asarok, what did you do? It's a very simple question. What did you do when Nimbo was under attack? Tell us what you did. Give us your phone log for that very day. Do we have access to your phone log? Because if we go through your phone log, we will see that you placed a call to Asarok and nobody answered your call. True or false? They've called him from Asarok. What are you doing? Do you want to expose Mr. President or Mr. Imposter? He withdrew his comments. I don't know what is wrong with our people. I don't know what's wrong with them. Also, one was under attack. Nimbo, under attack. He placed a call. Nobody came.
the high and mighty of
Enugu State, all they did was to weep, get together, including go to the weep. It will happen again. It will happen again. After 2 weeks, another one happened.
Since we came into the fore,
and doing this very job,
with the exception of those that this idiot invited to come and kill our people, Umahi. You know, it was Umahi that arranged the few massacres to try to discredit what ESN is doing. That's what he did. Let me ask all of you a very simple question. Since we started this very defense of our land with ESN, do you hear about all these frequent Fulani attacks anymore? The answer is no. Absolutely no. Because they understand the consequences.
That every force has an equal and opposite reaction. They understand it very well. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
I want to also inform Yetiala that
if you kill one of us, we kill one of you, you people will die out before us. Because we outnumber you by over 100 to 1. You people are visitors to the zoo. It was the idiocy of the Hausa people that allowed you people to be doing all that rubbish you're doing. You cannot bring it to the east. You can, and you know you can't anywhere. There's no need dwelling on it too much. You know you can't. Our own madness is more than your own madness. You know that very well.
Our own insanity more than your own insanity.
People like Ugwani should stop being afraid of Mietiala. Ugwani, stop being afraid of these people. They cannot do you anything. Apart from Abaribe, who else is talking? Do you think they can touch Abaribe? Of course they can't. Only Ikonso, only Ikonso, our commander on the ground. And everywhere is boiling. And as I said, 2,000 heads. I hear Jelia. He will be buried with 2,000 heads. And is being accumulated as we speak. 2,000 heads for his burial.
The Oba of Benin is 100. Ikonso is 2,000 heads.
And we are not going to stop until we get those heads, 2,000 of them, before we bury him. You can lie all you like. Oh, Puzadema, let him come out and speak to the people. Is he now like an imposter in Asarok? Come out and talk to the people if you're back. Come out now and speak to people. Kelamo, idiot.
You go and stop being afraid of these people that cannot do you anything.
And as usual, you know somebody who, when your life is a misery, when you have lost every hope in life, when you are very, very foolish, you have two things you can hold on to. One is hard drugs, the other one is alcohol. Mayok. Anywhere you go in life and you see people who are addicted to hard drugs or alcohol, call them over and interrogate them. They are not happy with their lives. Their life is a misery.
And let me tell you the drug that Nigerians are on.
You know, they're useless in zoo. Animals, they're useless. But the Fulani has a drug for them. It's called election. Once you announce election, everybody forgets. Hey, this UG black people. Yes, my dear brother, ordinary. Only Iko, I won't say ordinary, was a war commander. Only Iko. Imagine when they touch Abaribe. Oh my goodness. We'll bury him with the head of the Sultan himself. Only Iko. They are running around and begging. And I said, no, we can't stop. It's too late. So in your next life, nobody would dare touch one ESN one. I didn't even say commander one. Anywhere now they are here that an IPOB family member has been arrested, the DPO will go down of that area. DSS very soon will remember you people. DSS, one thing to you. Will remember you. Small time. Keep abducting until you go Neju, your cup will soon full. And once it's full, then you will see hell. I told you people that we have come with a type of insanity you have not seen before. A combination of two types of madness, Akola and the village one. Ara, two mixed together. And in the history of man, nobody has suffered from the two before, only us. And I'm number one. Two types of madness combined. Arouse Abu, two types of madness combined into one. A very potent mixture. I feel sorry for the zoo. I feel sorry for the zoo. My voice, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, please move to what's it called again? Instagram. Or you go to Twitter. Forget about Facebook. Of course, they are messing it up for themselves, not for us. In my next life, I will not see black people. I'm being honest with you. This UG, black people who cannot reason properly. They have announced their date for election, as I said a few days ago. Now, forget that Fulani people are raping your mothers and abducting your sisters. Think of voting for Tinubu for a better tomorrow. They have announced their dates for election, trying to divert your attention. Electioneering is like your own opium. It's like your cocaine, your crack cocaine, your methamphetamine. They are your ganja you take because your life is useless. So you wait for election to come so you can be high once again. Now you understand it, don't you? The same way that a hopeless person clings onto a bottle of gin is how in your hopelessness in Nigeria, you're clinging on to the hope of 2023 elections. And as I said, there will be no election. I'm not saying we are going to boycott. No, that one is too small. There will be none. So people of Anambra, be prepared. They are going to bring army, police, everything to Anambra. There will be no election. I assure you. There will be none. That heaven will fall this year. It will fall this year. There will be no election. So you want us to go. So the same Fulani man in Abuja will do to Anambra, the first son of Biafra land, the first son of the Igbo race, where man began itself, Anambra State. You want Janjaweed to come and put somebody in Oka, as they did in Imo State. I said, oh, forget it. It's a democratic dispensation next time. And another idiot like Hope Uzodinma will be put in office. Now you people are mad, honestly. It won't happen, no? The only way election can happen in Anambra State is if we, the people, announce the result. It will be announced inside Anambra State, not in Abuja. There and then in the polling booth, as the people are voting, they are counting it there and then, and announcing it there and then. Not in Abuja. It's only INEC in Abuja that has the constitutional mandate to announce the result, so you can rig it. There will be no. So rather people calling me and saying, oh, please now, take it easy. Let's have election. No. Go and tell your INEC that all the results will be announced live there and then inside Anambra State. Ndara. We are live and we are direct. We are moving ahead and nothing, absolutely nothing is going to stop us. Hey, I don't know if I tweeted this one or not. I want to read the news for you that happened 2 months ago. It's for Tinubu and for Basanjo, for all the sophisticated morons of the West, including some of their pastors. Because this is the type of news that you will never hear them write about. If you go to Punch newspaper, you never see it. You will not. Let me go back a little bit. I don't want people to say that I am not a Democrat. I don't want people in Anambra to vote. No, I'm not saying that. I said I don't want somebody that will come last or 8 or 9 to be imposed on us by Garba Shehu, as Abba Kyari did in Imo State. I'm saying no to that. All of you can see that Osodema is a complete disaster, bringing an army to invade his land. The same army that was backed by the British 50 years ago, that did a lot of damage. This fool went and brought them into our land. Do you want the same thing to happen in Anambra State? If we allow elections to proceed in Anambra, they will announce the result and put in one APC idiot in office. Is that what you want? You may want it, but we, the people of Biafra, we don't want it. We are the majority, we don't want it. That is why there have been elections in Anambra State. None. Unless INEC comes out to say, we will announce the results there live from polling station there. Every polling station there and then you announce it live. Only then will I concede. Unless you're prepared to do that, to hell with your elections. Another hope is after going to the north and wrestling you, you're wearing pampas, you come back, you're telling us rubbish about one Nigeria. In a number of 4 places. The first place that we began. All of us are from Anambra for information. All we did was we kept moving until the Atlantic Ocean stopped us. And for those talking nonsense, I'm Azon. All of you are from Arochubu. Go and do your research very, very well. Then your eyes will clear. Let me read the news for you that they will not share with you at all in the zoo. The Headsman Debacle is a publication by the New Diplomat. The person who wrote this article is Dotun Akintomide. Dotun Akintomide, I think I pronounced it right. Dotun Akintomide wrote this about 2 months ago. Now let me read it for you. For Yoruba sophisticated morons, idiots hiding under stupid, wishy-washy grammar to be writing rubbish. This is for you. In Yoruba land, in your one Nigeria, where you want to vote for Tinubu to become president. Ogun residents, numbering about 5,000, have reportedly fled their villages to seek refuge in Pobe, P-O-B-E, a Beninois border community, which is Benin Republic, located about 100 kilometers from Cotonou, the commercial hub of Benin Republic, Nigeria's western neighbor. The mass movement of Nigerians in the last 1 week to Benin Republic followed reported herdsmen attacks in various villages located in Yewa North local government area and parts of Yewa South area of Ogun State, Southwest Nigeria. Are you listening? Yoruba people are in Benin Republic. At the last count was 5,000 people. And some, the same Yoruba, some are in Lagos and in Abuja, talking and writing rubbish about one Nigeria, how they love one Nigeria, how to save their nation, Nigeria. Are you sure these sophisticated morons are okay in the brain at home? Are you sure they're all right in the brain? How about your, let's say, conservatively speaking, 5,000 people from Ogun State who are refugees in Benin Republic? Okay, oh no, they will have to wait until you vote in Tinubu, then they can now come back. Is that what you're saying? Intellectual indeed. Sophisticated. No wonder that person that came up with the name, Sophisticated Morons, I love him so much. I'm telling you, that describes you people, honestly. And who are the people that drove Yoruba people away from their land into becoming refugees in the Republic? They are called headsmen, they are called bandits. But we know they are Fulani terrorists. Very, very horrible, horrible, nasty set of people. Very, very horrible set of people. And what is happening to them? These people that drove Yoruba people into exile in Benin Republic, what is happening to them? Let us hear from one of their hard men, the minister, the Honorable Minister of Defense, Magashi. What did he say? I condemn the idea of killing bandits in this country. The same people that they said came from Mali, came to Yoruba land, drove Yoruba people into Benin Republic. The person charged, their grammar is taxed with ending banditry. I have now changed the service chiefs. These ones are going to end banditry. He started by saying, I am against the killing of bandits in Nigeria. Defense Minister. Fulani is just messing about with you people, honestly speaking. The Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, of course, of Fulani Janjaweed. Their own people are killing. I want Igbo intellectuals to listen to me. Intellectuals, listen very carefully. He is a defense minister. On ascending that very office, he did not say, I'm a Nigerian, I'm detribalized. Go and kill all the bandits. He said, no. You see those bandits, nobody should touch them. Intellectual, what can you learn from your defense minister? Defending his own Fulani brethren who are murderers, rapists, kidnappers, land-grabbing demons. Compare him to yourself, you idiotic, you foolish intellectual, condemning those who are fighting for your liberation at the hands of these same people. The same people that drove Yoruba people into exile in Benin Republic. Now you understand it, don't you? Mogashi was quoted as saying in a post on Twitter by an aide to the President Muhammad Buhari, Loretta Onoche, on Tuesday, according to the famous harlot now, she has put on so much bleaching cream that bleaching cream no longer works on her. That palm wine drinking harlot and human trafficker in Asarok. Loretta Onoche. I don't share the idea of killing. This is a presidential aide for information. She works for Fulani presidency. I don't share the idea of killing bandits. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Can somebody say that to Hope Uzodinma, please? Do you see how Fulanis are behaving? Do you see how an Igbo intellectual is behaving? Or should I say the Sadikim Fulani of Imo State? Are you following me? I don't want you to leave your pen and paper when you're following this program, please. The Minister of Defense of Nigeria, a Fulani man, said, killing Fulani terrorists and murderers, rapists and land-grabbing demons cannot be tolerated. But the same people sent army to go to Imo State to fight people who are fighting Fulani terrorists. And after all this, you want me to be a Nigerian? I can't understand it. I can't understand it. And how even Hope Uzodinma is, I don't know what is wrong with bleaching cream. These people are bleaching. Even Hope Uzodinma is on bleaching cream. As Loretta Onoche. They are bleaching their face. Even the president of the House of Senate, is it Lawan? They call the monkey. He's on bleaching cream as well. Look at their faces. Their faces are all burnt. Bleaching cream. These are the people that will save you. These are the people that will save you. A man who will spend time putting on bleaching cream on his face. He wants to be light. Eh? Hey. Unbelievable. According to Onochie, I don't share the idea. The Minister of Defense said, I don't share the idea of killing bandits. Everyone is innocent unless you're IPOB or you're Biafran. And then you're not innocent until proven guilty, they kill you there. When we send people into Obibo to kill, to slaughter, and to pillage, he's a lawyer. Mike is a learned man, learned colleague. He forgot about the rule of law. That is why Mike cannot live. I want us to do something to that man that the world will think to themselves what happened here. Then when we get to The Hague, I will ask them, in your country, do they teach lawyers to obey or to follow the rule of law or not? This idiot claims he's a barrister. To obey the rule of law was difficult. But when it comes to Fulani people, the same terrorists who are killing us, they tell us about obeying the rule of law. That is why we cannot forgive them. There will be no forgiveness. None whatsoever. This is the same, under this climate, is Tinubu trying to sound like a statesman, a born liar and a criminal. I don't even know why Yorubas will have the face to present such a man or even canvass for him to become a president. Anybody canvassing for him has no shame. Tinubu is a born liar and a criminal. As I said to you the other time, I will do a special program on that very man. I don't know why some Yoruba people still allow this man, this certificate forger and thief, to be parading himself as a statesman. This man don't know that I was following him all the way back in 1999. This man rejected, go back and say it, he rejected Abdul Salami's Islamic 1999 constitution. Today, he is a supporter of that very constitution. He was saying, I am angered. What did he say to his fellow Yoruba people? I am angered, troubled by terror across Nigeria. When you yourself, you brought terror against those who were peacefully protesting at Lekki Toll Gate. You see how they are. Oh, so those protesting at Lekki Toll Gate, the use of force to disperse them to kill people is not an act of terrorism. It's not. This was the man that Katrina Lang visited. And after that, thugs were unleashed from Mushi. Those of you that call yourself Nigerians, you're not ashamed of yourselves that you're coming out to campaign for this idiot. I will do a special program for him. Very special. That even Katrina Lang, the UK High Commission to Nigeria, will no longer visit him. I'm telling you the truth. I will do a special program on this thieving criminal, Tinubu. He wants to sound like a statesman. A chieftain of APC has expressed displeasure at the terror. Why did you not express this displeasure when young people carrying Nigerian flag were being shot dead inside Lekki? Because you're collecting toll gate money. People think we are fools, yes? Anyway, you can deceive some of your people, but not us. Not us. He said that Benue has been troubled by criminal headsmen who have been killing and maiming people. And which other one? Did he mention us? Kamlayani. You know, I think he knows not to mention the East. He never mentioned the East. It's just Benue. We must not tremble. They will be vanquished in the end. The tolerance, justice, and compassion shall win the day. Which justice and compassion? Let me ask you this question. So you think that you have shared the zoo between yourself and your Fulani masters, enjoying the oil, You're a multi-billionaire, stolen funds. You were hustling, you were in America, pushing your cocaine here and there. You were arrested and taken to court in America as a cocaine peddler, cocaine pusher. Oh dear. Zoo. May the good Lord have mercy upon your darkened souls, all of you in that zoological republic. If the Yoruba race fail to rise up now and deal with these idiots, believe you me, history will forever condemn them. But I do trust this generation. I trust them immensely. Immensely. There is a news that some of you may have forgotten, but I wish to bring to your attention this very evening before we close. How my 15-year-old daughter was abducted and forcefully converted to Islam and married off to MS Palace. Katsina farmer laments. It's happening in Nigeria. It's not on CNN, is it? I'll read it for you. This man is 75 years old. He's a farmer. 75-year-old farmer and father of a 15-year-old girl, Aishat, who was said to have been recently converted to Islam and forcefully married off without the consent of her parents in Ugwa, Dandada, a sleepy agrarian community with a population of around 1,500 people in Kafur, local government area of Katsina State. Before your eyes, is that the type of Nigeria that you want? Your daughter forcibly married off to maybe to Shekau. Is that what you want? Do you think that had Nigeria dissolved, say, 10 years ago, that Leah Shuaibu today will be a captive and mother of 4 or 5, being repeatedly raped by these savages from the Sahel? Fulani savages from the Sahel abducted her because you are in one Nigeria. Not just Leah. That's another one, another 15-year-old. You know, they love them young and small. I am Mani Bajo. I am 75 years old and I'm a farmer. I was born here in Ugwa, Dandada in Kafur, local government area of Katsina State. I grew up here and I married here. I have lived here all my life in this community. I am a Christian and I accepted Christ into my life when I was 30 years old. I was never a Muslim. Somebody from Katsina State is never a Muslim. I told you people before. There are minorities that are suffering in the north. And I want those minorities to understand that only Biafra can save you. You think that if Nigeria collapses, your life will be a misery. No, I assure you, it will be the beginning of a new dawn in your lives, I tell you. He is a Christian from Katsina State. But if you hear the name of the daughter's name is Aishat, you would think they are Muslims. You condemn them, you say, oh, they are Fulani or they are Hausa. No, they are not. They are Christians inside Katsina State, indigenous to Katsina State. Now you understand. Oh dear. She's been taken, married off, forcibly converted and married off. No police can enter into MS place, but they stormed the palace of my father to kill people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is sustainable. It is not sustainable. The 12 northern states in the zoo, courtesy of, why is it that Obasanjo allowed them I don't know, why was it that when the North agitated for Sharia, they got it? Anything they want, they get. People from the side of agitating for restructuring, they can never get it. But the Sharia did not. That is why I said Obasanjo is a slave. People don't know who Obasanjo is. A slave, I'm telling you the truth. Obasanjo gave them Sharia. They didn't have to agitate for long. But why is it that the agitation for restructuring has been going on in the South for decades, yet no movement on their part? What does that tell you about them? Maybe they need to come and take all these intellectuals and sophisticated morons from the South. I pray that the Fulani will come and take your daughters one after the other. And not the old ones, so 15, 14, 13, and take them to the North. Convert them to Islam. And then start raping them. Your stupid eyes will clear by force. To clear by force. You know that the Fulani is also running NNPC. Are you aware of that? And NNPC has no money anymore. Are you aware? There is no money. Look at Fulani doing quantitative easing. You know what is quantitative easing? It's printing of money and circulating into the economy. When US did the same thing, quantitative easing,
or the UK, because I'm an economist, so I know.
They gave the money, they used it to underwrite soft loans, basically. They gave it to the banks and then asked the banks to start lending money to businesses in order to kickstart the economy. That is what quantitative easing is used for. The minting of money, not backed up by any other monetary instrument, be it gold or silver or reserve or any of that sort. But do you know in Nigeria they're printing money? Fulani is printing money without no backup. And Fulani is printing money and using that money to distribute to states to pay workers, not to stimulate growth in the economy. And these are the people you're in the same country with? These are the people that you claim that went to school?
Lord have mercy.
Only in the Zoological Republic. Only in the zoo. Only in the zoo. I don't know wonder they're sharing money anyhow they like. They're sharing money anyhow they like. And I heard that Dave Umahi said earlier today,
that his non-existent Ebubago is not for
yes, and I'm saying there will be no Ebubago at all. There will be no Ebubago anywhere. If we catch them, they're finished. There is no Ebubago. It's an audio something. You can be talking, you can be writing. Maybe it sounds nice. Ebubago, it sounds so sweet. And the Janjaweed would like you to float something, but it's too late. But let me warn everybody this evening so that they understand, those who are listening. No country needs a referendum in its constitution for a referendum to take place. So we know what we're asking for. All those intellectuals and morons that in India didn't go to school. You don't need a referendum in the constitution for a referendum to take place. Because in the United Kingdom that created Nigeria, they do not have a written constitution. Everything is done by precedent. Yet they have referendum after referendum all the time. There is no written, not even constitution, there is none written. There is not, it's not anywhere to be found. There is no document you can lay your hands and say, this is the British Constitution. No, it doesn't exist. So you don't need a referendum in your constitution for you to hold a referendum, because power belongs to the people. You are in a democracy. Anything the people want is what they're going to get. Anything the people want is what they are going to get. And what I find astonishing is this. The UK granted referendum to Scotland. Yet there is no constitutional provision for that in the UK. Nobody went to Scotland with army and police killing people and said, unity of Britain, unity of UK. You allowed the people to express their opinion. Why can't we do this? Oh, sorry, they are white and we are black. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. They are white and we are black. Black people are not allowed to express their opinion. Only white people can. And who said so? We are coming to turn all of that upside down. That is why we are tweeting with the hashtag UK Let Biafra Go. Allow us to go. Sudan was once the largest country geographically in Africa. Today, there are two countries. The almighty Soviet Union, with all their nuclear arsenal, they broke up. Yugoslavia broke up. They're all Slavic people. Yugoslavia means the land, the unity of the Slavic people. The same unity we're talking about today. They speak the same language. They are Slavic people, the same race, the same people. Yet they could not stay in one country. Talk less of myself as somebody from the Futajalon, from Senegambia. Nachinama, a cattle rearer, a savage. I can't stay in some country with you. Never. These are the things that our people ought to understand and learn. But this evening, I'm praying to the Almighty in heaven to change our attitudes so that we can live in peace with each other. Because separation is the only solution. If Abraham and Lot can do it in the Quran, if Abraham and Lot can do it in the Bible, if Abraham and Lot can do it in the Torah, because everything you have, both your Christianity and your Islam, you are all practicing Judaism. Because Jesus practiced Judaism. He was a Jew, for your information. If Abraham and Lot can say, let's go our separate ways, then let us go our separate ways. We are asking Elohim to remove us from the zoo. That's what we're asking for. And all this nonsense between Aguleri and Umueri, I must repeat, should stop and stop immediately. I don't want that to continue. I'm saying it again tonight. And I must warn all those who are coming to Biafra land to go to come and do your show of force. You will die there. And on that note, we have come to the end of our broadcast this very evening. I am going to do question and answer in 2 days because I won't allow the Janjaweed to rest or to sleep. If you allow them to rest or to sleep, they will use their narrative to distort the truth in the zoo or what is happening in the zoo. I will be back on Monday morning, 7 a.m. Biafra land time. Question and answer this time around. Because the zoo has already fallen. I want all of those calling and begging and pleading with us to stop. ESN is armed to defend our land against all forms and manner of criminality, even if that criminality is coming from the army or the police. We don't give a damn, we'll fight it. And go back to your history books once again. Once any freedom fighting movement picks up a gun, it's over. It must end with a negotiated settlement and sovereignty afterwards. We are not going to stop or we all die. Thank you very much for listening to us this very evening, morning, noon, depending on where you are. As always, to you, Biafra may mean separatist secession, a country that existed for over 5,000 years. To others, it could mean a part of Eastern Nigeria. But to us, Biafra is much more than all of these things put together. Biafra is our religion. The same way that Pantami, the terrorist, is saying, I don't mind dying for the religion of Allah. The same way that Biafra is our religion. And we don't mind dying for it. Here on Radio Biafra, this citadel, this holy platform is where we worship. Because Chukwu Okike Abiama Benigwe, Elohim Adonai El Shaddai, Tamuno, Olisa, Abasi is our God. From me, from here, and believe it or not, with all the love in my heart, for all of you, good evening.
Mekatasi na Nigeria wepo, makachukuman na tozo. Mekatasi na Nigeria wepo,